Guys, welcome back here, and today I found a really silly looking deck. I doubt we're gonna be getting too many wins with it, but I'm here for the memes, I'll be honest. We are gonna be playing some Taunt C'Thun Warrior. Main win con being the old C'Thun. Honestly just playing a whole pile of silly cards. I saw this and I'm like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen, you know? So, with all that being said, let's try this. This is not a deck I made, it's a deck I found online. Looks really, really silly. There's one minor modification I want to make, and that is I want to play this. Every single minion almost in this deck is a taunt minion, and I figured honestly, we could probably cut. No, let's cut a target dummy. And we can play the Fire Plume and have everything work out. And let's try it out. Alright, guys, yeah. With that being said, let's kill the first one, and hopefully we can meme on our opponents. Alright, guys, yeah. With that being said, I'll see you guys all in the first game. Alright. First game. That's not that bad. This is not that bad. Man, I am so excited for Christmas. I found a gift I wanted to get my brother. I've been looking for it for 9+ months, and I've been wanting to get it for him for so long, and I finally found one, and I got it today, and in my opinion, I fucking robbed the store that I bought it from, which I'm not gonna complain. I fucking hate the store's owner, so yeah, I'm not gonna complain about that. But I got the deck, if I'm not mistaken, cheaper than current MSRP of the deck, which is insane. Like, the MSRP of the deck, I'm not gonna say what it is, but it was a certain price, and I found it, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's also just a gift I've been wanting to get him for a while, and yeah, man, I'm stoked. I kind of want to draw into buff, not gonna lie. Draw into buff. No, I kill this. I think I have to kill this. Oh, man. I also found the other thing he wanted. So I told my brothers that if they want to get him something, they have the other one he wants. It was cheaper. This is more expensive than I thought it was. I could have swore like 2 days ago it was cheaper. I won't lie, but it is what it is. Let's draw into buff, into play some taunted boys. This looks silly. Honestly, alright. I can see, if I had to start like this against an aggro deck, we'd honestly be in a pretty solid position. With a pretty solid alternate win con of C'Thun, to be fair. Besides, like, the Crazed Worshipper and this guy, I guess, there's not really that many ways. I'm surprised, like, the creator of the deck didn't try and fit, like, more things in here, if that makes sense. Like, I would have thought, like, I would have tried to fit in, like, an ETC, the guy who would shuffle C'Thun back into your deck. But he really went all in on the taunt idea, and not gonna lie, I kind of like it. I really kind of like it. Alright. Okay. What is he gonna do now? We have a lot of taunty boys. We have this guy who's an even bigger taunty boy currently in our hand. We clearly want C'Thun to be buffed. Whenever C'Thun gains attack or health, this does the same too. Oh my god, he's playing some black rock and roll? I fuck with that heavy. Black rock and roll is such a fun card to play with. I don't know how many of you guys have actually played with the card, but it's a really, really fun card to play with. Wait, this does it only to minions? Thought this was a death rattle. Well, I missed 5 damage to his dome. I could have just played this and wiped his board. Alright, it's fine. Next turn we have this weapon's 3, 5, 7 with the hero power. That's pretty good.
In a box? Pirate stuff.
Does he even play cards from other classes? Or is this just a dead card that's a pirate that he's playing? He might just solely be playing this because it's a pirate. That's fine. Pray me. Honestly, this has been a little wild. Is this just me, or should this deck not have performed this well? Like, actually at all. Oh, that's annoying. Why did you have an answer? I wanted to kill you. Alright. He's gonna poke all my dudes. That sucks. Really didn't want him to poke all my dudes, but I guess I have to take it. Ace? I bleed for C'Thun. Fucking C'Thun, you know? So let's see if he actually knows, small tidbit of information for those who don't know about Bulwark. If you guys have never played with the card before, or if you guys are just new to playing with the card, why are his motherfuckers... Oh, Black Rock and Roll. Forgot about that one. I forgot he played that. But for those who have never really played with the card, some important information. I can't hit the better one. Okay. Some random small tad bits of information. So you can use the last Bulwark charge to attack, and it prevents the damage. Then it loses the durability for attacking. Therefore, with 1 durability left, you can attack and not take damage. And, you know, sometimes that can be relevant if you're attacking into an aggro minion, or like in an aggro matchup. You punch a minion to kill it, you don't die, and you survive. He's getting really good hits. He's gotten really good hits almost this entire game. Hopefully I draw something a little bit relevant. Blast Tortoise. You'd be big, right? Like 2-4? 2-4 stats, so this would be a 4-4. Wipe his board, which would be really nice. I'd be able to connect for 8. Plus 8. Be in a good spot. You know, we're doing so good, and now, because we're unable to actually get a decent hit off, which is really annoying, with like our hero power is missed every single time. We wanted to go face, but we sadly are not hitting face. I don't even know why C'Thun is in this deck, honestly. I'm just saying that right now, this, instead of having this really good hero power, I'd have All You Can Eat would be a really good draw. All You Can Eat would be a really good draw just because it would draw me a whole bunch of things. Bolster would not be bad. I lose one of these guys, most likely this guy here. Yeah, he's most likely wants to do this into this. You can do this into this as well, but alright, this should be fine. Alright. He's taking that hit. Don't really have a target for that. Finally, something that hits his dome. I'm gonna just play this here just so it's on the battlefield. I was hoping those were gonna hit my face. I won't lie. To be fair, at the moment we're one really good hero power away from just winning the game, no matter what he does. So hopefully we hit.
No force on Azeroth can stop me.
Ah, so unfortunate. So unfortunate. This is kind of annoying because I'm pretty sure I lose this game. I don't think there's a single out in my deck. Okay, no, I shouldn't say that. All you can eat is definitely an out. Because my minis in my deck are actually fairly large. Oh my god, my fucking fireball's hitting that, isn't it? My rag hero power's hitting that, isn't it? Or at least I can guarantee it's not. For the nose! That's not a bad hit, actually. That's a really good weapon hit, at least for him. Oh, that's a bad hit, though, for me. Alright, well, again. I feel like we played super aggressively, and maybe that's not how this deck was supposed to win. I was also, to be fair, not expecting the Rikara hero portrait in an aggro deck, but... was not also expecting a Nelly in that deck, but, you know, it is what it is. I think we lose the game. How big is C'Thun? 8/8? Yeah, my C'Thun's an 8/8. How the fuck? Nothing bad. It's a card at least. Alright. This game is pretty interesting. Holy fuck, that thing is big.
Make them bleed. X marks the spot. Your blood for the sire.
Alright.
Take the anchor.
So...
I have to go faster.
issue. Oh, we're dead. This is a pretty good combo, turns out. I'm gonna draw something useless. Oh, there's the all you can eat. The card I've been wanting to draw for 5 turns, fuck. It doesn't matter, is the big thing, right? This poke. That's really unfortunate for me. This is so good for him. He can, like, poke in here, this attacks into here. That dies, use that to poke into there. Poke, poke. I'm dead. Something like that. Well, actually, he doesn't really want to attack with this unless he kills me, huh? Yeah, okay, we're done. Let's see if I'm 1-3 for here. That was honestly, I did not expect that game to go that long or be that hard, and we honestly got out of it. Therefore, I'm happy. I'm pretty happy with how that went, honestly. So, anyways, with that being said, let's queue up the next one and maybe have it go better. Alright guys, yeah, I'll see y'all there.
Magni versus Tyrande.
Alright.
Give me strength.
I won't be left behind.
think I'm all like this. Should be fine. Sorry, I'm looking up really dumb match cards I really don't need, but I want. I want to pick this up, but it's so ungodly expensive. I want to pick up a foil alt art Surge foil Mothman, being one of my favorite commanders of all times. I'm like, you know what? This would be a super dope card to get. Except for the fact that the Surge foil is $140. Fuck that noise. I ain't about to spend $140 on that. I'll be honest. Oh my god, I have hiccups right now, and they're fucking killing me. My hiccups are fucking killing me. Also, by the way, I didn't say it in the first game, even though that game was long as fuck, but I hope everybody's a beverage. I'm currently drinking myself a really shitty beer. It's a beer that the brewery I work at makes. Probably would not like me saying it's super shitty. And there's definitely some people that might like it. I'm not one of those. It's a beer that's brewed with gin botanicals. Honestly, it ain't really for me. Let's just put this here. It saves me 4 health. It tastes like a red that's like old. I don't know if anybody understands what I'm saying by a red beer that's old, but if you guys know, you know. It's real shit. This is fine. I bet. You saved me an extra health. Instead of, you could have just attacked with patches. No would have killed him. Oh my god, this thing's gonna be huge. Alright, hopefully I hit a 1-drop next turn with Taunt. Like a Tar Slime or something. So I can play this guy into the Slime, into this plus Bolster, and be in a pretty good spot overall. Like, this is probably trading in here, if I had to guess. He could also do this, which also wouldn't be bad. He could realistically do any of the trades. I mean, this, I guess this does survive. I feel like we might be a little too far behind to actually come back, but it's not like last game where we actually had a pretty aggressive start that I was able to deal with like a lot of stuff in the early game. I mean, I guess I'm wrong because this does fuck up his board if I survive here. 6 goes into here most likely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19, 20. I mean, just, I'm dead. Fuck, man. I had like this plus this, which would have been really good, plus this. He had lethal just on board. Unfortunate. Even through a whole bunch of taunt minions, I still somehow managed to die on curve. It also really didn't help the fact that he had the best 3-drop in the game on 2, but I feel like maybe I could have played that slightly better. Anyways, let's keep the next one. Alright. Priest. It's probably gonna be an aggro priest if I'm being honest. I'm gonna maul like this just so I feel like it is the right way to maul here. But I'm not 100% sure. Alright. It's aggro priest again, which is really unlucky. I think If we hit like some actual good buff cards, we might actually have a chance to win the game. This plus this is really good. I can play this next turn.
Linked together in harmony.
Alright. Play this, do this, into this. I mean, it's 2 4/5 taunts, which doesn't seem that good for 4, but I mean, if he doesn't have a way to buff their healths, like if he doesn't have Hosen or something like that, we might actually be in a good spot. Just because right now it's looking like he's probably trading his 2/1 and his hero power into my guy, plus a hit from his 2/3, which puts me in a pretty good spot, I feel. See, like, this is fine. He loses 1 damage if he trades with that. That's fine. I mean, he loses 1 less damage, but I'm not too worried about it. You can do this. He's probably doing this plus this. But take 4. He has 2. Maybe he could play a whole bunch of dudes. You'd have to play 3 dudes. Okay. I don't think he'd play 2 more minions. If he does play 2 more minions, we're in a great spot. He's definitely playing 2 more dudes, which means actually gonna slam this plus this, which is not bad here. Alright. Because, like, right now, he has no real good way to kill my 7/8. Or my 4/5s. It takes, like, 2 minions to kill the 4/5s, 3 minions to kill the 7/8. And 3 minions means I gain 21 life, which means I'm back at full health. What trades are you going for? Is he just leaving my dudes alive? Stick. We actually won a game! Let's go! Pug! Alright. I'll take it, I'll take it. It was a pretty clean victory, but it's definitely one of those that did not feel deserved. I don't know why. It's just like one of those... It's one of those weird games. Anyways, with all that being said, let's cue the next one.
Magni versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine.
Alright.
On the roast with the most.
Okay, so we have some card draw here, which is pretty good. Honestly, okay, we're playing against Questline. I don't have high hopes for the game in general. I feel we're just down on 5, and our deck doesn't really actually start doing much, something like 6, 7. So maybe as a really slow start, we have a chance. It's like we can go this, try to fill out our hand. Maybe we should have mulled this. Decoin this. Yeah, the mulling this was probably better. Because if we would have hit another taunt, maybe it's just more stats. Yeah. Alright, we're going for pretty big minions on turn 4, and we're hoping it's good enough. No guarantees is the issue. So we're recording this out here. He has a 1/1. He's probably going Dark Glare or some bullshit here, in which case we're probably just dead. But we're gonna go for it. Yeah, it's our best play possible, I think. You do into the Fray next turn to buff these guys, and then they're pretty big. Yeah, we're dead. We're not dead here, but we're dead next turn, most likely. This card needs to go up in mana. I think that's the actual answer to this deck. Actually, I've been thinking about it. I talked about this yesterday on stream, and it's the single complaint I see the most online about Wild is Questline Warlock. I don't see any other deck talked about nearly as much as Questline Warlock. There are a whole bunch of ways I think they could fix the deck and nerf it to a point where it is not quite as oppressive as it is. That's going to make a lot of people mad, because there's also a lot of people that play the deck, right? Don't get me wrong, a lot of people playing the deck is not great for most players, because it's not a fun deck to play against, and in my opinion, it's not really even a fun deck to play. It's kind of, you just kind of hit every single game, you draw so many cards, and games where you can go off on turn 4, like, this guy went off on turn 4, and he's about to heal his entire health pool for 0 mana. It's probably summoned a couple of 8/8s. Hearthstone? Oh, he didn't actually have it. But it's so like, look, this is a board on turn 4 in a combo deck. Like, it doesn't really make sense. And there's just straight up nothing that can be done. Like, as much as we'd want this to work, it won't work. Like, the only ways I can realistically see them nerfing Questline Warlock, they either need to hit the quest reward, they need to hit Tamsin, they need to hit Crystallizer, or they need to hit Dark Glare. Or a combination of two of those, depending how hard they want to hit it. The current nerf that I've seen advertised and people have been talking about, that makes the most amount of sense to me, and probably the nerf I would go with if I was them, as weird as it sounds, you change the text on this card. You change the text on this card for the rest of the game. Damage take on your turn, your opponent takes also. Changing instead to also means that you can't just do, like, if I had an answer to this board, right, it'd be pretty hard for him to win. The other option is you change Dark Glare to twice per turn. Another option is you change Tamsin to twice per turn. Another option is you have Tamsin only active for 1 turn. And another option, you have Crystallizer, say swap 5 health with armor, therefore you're not taking the damage, therefore you're not triggering Dark Glare, therefore you're not also triggering Tamsin. Some combination of some sort of these nerfs, in my opinion, would probably end up being the best. This way you're not destroying the deck, you're still allowing it to be played, you're raising the skill cap of the deck, and you're making it so it doesn't just, I don't want to say it auto wins every game, but if I'm not mistaken, last I read, like, the deck had like an overall like 70% win rate or something absurd like that currently in the format. And honestly, that's good for no one. That makes people want to stop playing the format. And people stop playing the format means they're just switching over to Battlegrounds. And with the new changes they want to add to Battlegrounds, they're scaring people away from that format as well. So, Activision, Blizzard, Microsoft, please think twice before making changes to this game, because there's a lot of bad choices that have been made over the last couple weeks/months. The nerfs are not what people are asking for. I mean, fuck, Reno got nerfed. Maybe Reno's broken in standard. I don't see how... Honestly, Reno was a really cool tech, like an insanely cool tech card that does not deserve to be gutted the way it was. Cards like this should also not be 7 mana. There should be like 4, no, not 4, like 5 or 6. And honestly, it just kind of feels that they're trying to make the games as fast as possible for one reason, and one reason only. So, this has been a thing, and a lot of people probably don't remember this. When the game was not on mobile, the game was much slower. The cards that were printed that were good were much slower. Yes, you had Undertaker back in the day that got nerfed. I think it was one of the first cards, if not the first card, to actually be nerfed. But when you would look at the most played cards statistically, it was all Ragnaros, it was Lotheb, it was Sylvanas, it was Dr. Boom. All these were like high mana cards. The one change that made it switch from these being your most powerful cards, and you saw it gradually get faster after this point, was when they released the game on mobile. And they probably have the stats, and that's the reason they're doing it. When games get transitioned to mobile, the faster the game is, the better. Because this way you can play games during your breaks at work, you can play a game while you're on the fucking toilet taking a shit, you can play it in line, and you don't have to stop halfway through. Therefore, speeding up the game for these type of people makes 1,000% of sense. The issue is you lose a lot of people that like playing the slower games, which is why also if you look at Magic online format versus paper Magic typically, you will notice huge difference in play decks. Not only because Magic Online, you don't have to remember your triggers, therefore decks that have a lot of triggers are a little bit easier to play, but you will notice the fact that the decks that are slower typically don't get played as much as the faster deck. It's just something you notice when you play a lot of card games and you hear people talk about online versus paper. It's a thing. With all that being said, I want them to go back to more design of the game for being a little bit slower, just so I think the game is a little bit more fun in that case. And yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end off here. I'm tired. I need to edit this, and I want to stream a little bit tonight, so gotta get that done. Anyways, with all that being said, hope you guys all enjoyed. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. As always, follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all on the next one. Peace.